So we've been learning about different types of potential and kinetic energy. So today we're going to learn about electrical energy. We're going to create a circuit. Now, something you have to understand when you're using a battery is there's both a positive and a negative side to your battery. So you can flip it over and it generally will tell you which side is positive and which side is negative. So I am going to take that copper strip, which is actually a conductor of electric current. So believe it or not, this is copper tape. And I'm going to fold it in half and cut it. Once you have folded it in half and you've cut it, you want to make sure that the pieces are just slightly under the size of your stick. This size is actually great. Now this is probably the hardest part of this whole entire assignment. You have to use your nail to get the backing off of your copper tape. And you don't want to pull the whole thing off at once, because if you do that, a lot of times your tape will curl because it was on a round shape, and because of that, it often comes out all swirly. So rather, I'm going to pull it off just a little at a time. So I'm going to start right there, and I'm going to go down my stick. Until it's almost to the end. That's perfect. Okay. And then on this side, you can actually let this piece be just a tad bit longer than that one. So I want it to go end to end. So it's perfect. Okay. So same thing. You're going to peel the backing. Use your nail and be patient. Sometimes bending the end, you'll see it kind of separate, and then you can grab it. Even I have to be patient, take my time. Oh, good thing I just cut my nails off, right? Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to do the same thing on this side, end to end. Now you don't want this curling because, like I said, you only have one piece of this copper tape. And if you let it curl up, then you have no pieces of copper tape, because once it sticks, it sticks. Beautiful. And that's perfect. Okay. Now on the side here where I left it just a little ways away from the end, I'm going to put my battery right there. And I am going to clip it. And once you clip it, you can fold that one side down to hold the battery in place. So you don't actually need tape or glue or anything on that side. On this side though, I am going to take my little, this is called a diode. And if you notice, one of the little legs that come out is a little bit longer. That's because it is the positive side, and this other side is negative. So just like the battery, it has a positive and negative side for the current to go through. Although positive has to go to the negative side of the battery on the light, and negative has to go to the positive side, so they go to opposite sides. So if you try it one way and it's not working, you probably have positive to positive. So how you're going to test it out is you are going to flip this on. If it doesn't work one way, then flip your diode around. And voila. When you press on the battery, that's like an on and off switch. Your light should turn on and off. And I know it sounds like a lot of fun to press this over and over and over again, but you want to try to not wear your battery out, because later on you're going to use your little flashlight you've created for an activity on Groundhog's Day. So please make sure that you don't overuse it, but this is your flashlight. Now, if you want to, once you have found the positive and negative side, not that way, I got them backwards again. There we go. If you want to then use a piece of Scotch tape and tape it in place so that your diode doesn't fall off every time you set it down, then do that. So all I'm going to do is just tape those little legs right where they are. And you see, tape doesn't allow a current through it, so it'll still work just the same. So now you have your homemade flashlight. So you have learned that copper is a conductor of electricity. You've learned that a battery has both a positive and negative side, and so does the diode. And if you want to make this work, you have to make sure the negative side of the battery goes with the positive side of your diode, and vice versa, so that it makes the circuit complete.